Hello, good morning students. Hope all of you are well. Today I am going to explain your computer class 7 first chapter, need of database management system. So this chapter contains the following topics. First is what is database management system, and what is the basic difference between database management system and traditional file system. Then how to create or how it looks database system architecture and data models. So first I give an introduction about what is data. Data in the sense we can say raw materials that can be processed for any computing machine. It can be representation of facts, concepts or instructions in a formalized manner. Data can be fact or figure and a bit of information such as name of students, an employee, marks of the student, any number or product or any image. So data can be anything. It can be a student name, it can be a name of an employee, it can be a name of a person, it can be a name of a student, it can be any number, it can be a product or an image. So data is a raw fact, raw material. Now next, the related term is what is information. What is information? Information means collection of data in an organized manner. So whatever data we get collected, that collection of data when you represent in an organized manner, that is called information. Information is the processed data. Please keep remember it. Information is the processed data on which decision and action are based. So what is it? Information is the processed data on which decision and action to be made. It is converted into a more useful form. So as it is a organized manner, so it is much more useful compared to data. For example, the report card of a student. So you have seen preparation of a report card in our school. It is a information of that particular student's detailed student's name, roll number, class, marks of the subject, what he or she obtained, all this. So it's a concrete information. So total information you are getting from that. So it is very important. So information much more organized compared to data. Now we need information too. What is the necessity to have the information? First is gain knowledge about the world we live in. So we need to have the knowledge where we are living, where we are staying. Keep the system up to date, and we have to store the data day by day to make our system up to date. That's the most important thing. Now second thing what is database. Database is an organized collection of data. So what is database? Database is an organized collection of data. So all the relevant information when placed in an organized form makes a database. In short, an organized collection of related information is known as database. So what is database? Database, organized collection of data. For example, if you consider SFS school list of students, if we search a student name, we will get the related information of the students. If we consider a office, if we consider a telephone directory, if we consider a dictionary, very common dictionary. So if we type a word in a dictionary, or if we search a word in a dictionary, so we will get the related information for that particular word or that particular page. So database is a collection, organized collection of data. Now in a database we can perform the following actions. Following operations we can perform. First is insertion, then deletion, retrieving, updating and sorting. Insertion means we can insert some new data. Deletion means we can delete some old data that is not needed. Retrieve means some information we can fetch, we can get. Updating means some record we can modify it. Sorting means to make it ascending or descending order. Sorting, you know that, ascending or descending order. And what is database management system? What is database management system? Database management system, that is called in short DBMS, is a collection of program that enables a user to create and maintain a database. To maintain a database, we need a particular system that is called database management system. How it helps? It is a system software that allows user to define, create and maintain the database and provide control access to the database. So it allows a user to define, create and maintain the database. So for the main purpose is to control the database and provide control on the database and maintenance of the database. That is the main purpose of having an DBMS, database management system. What is the use of it? It is used to, what is the purpose of using database? Create a database. You can create your own database. Retrieve information from the database. You can collect information from the database. Update the database means you can put some new information in the existing field to update it. Like you have some old phone number, you have to remove the phone number, you have to insert the new number, so that is called updating. You can change your address, that is also update. Manage the database, provide a mechanism for storage of data, and that is the diagram has given. Database, file management, DBMS, application program 1, application program 2, application program 3. Now application of database, where we are using the database application. One of the very common example is banking sector. You have seen banking. In banking, we can easily make transaction of anywhere or any state, any city, any place. We can do transaction from any places because of the central database system. Core banking, there is a central database system. Telecommunication system, keeping records of both incoming and outgoing calls made for generating and maintaining monthly bill, prepaid calling cards, etc. So whatever we do the telephone or do the internet surfing, everything has the records. For education system, sorting and retrieval of data regarding details of the students, staff, courses, examinations, payroll, attendance, fees, etc. in school and universities. You have seen, if you consider our school also, we are also maintaining records of the students, staffs and maintaining all the details through the database system. Airline travel, so we can reserve also railway reservation, airline reservation. Also we can do the reservation through online. How it is possible? Through a database management system. Now we can book ticket from anywhere. It can be a train ticket, it can be a bus ticket, it can be a airplane ticket, it can be anything to get the arrival and departure. Online shopping, so nowadays you are very much familiar with the fact online shopping. So from online we can shop any product and they can deliver to our corresponding address by paying or cash on delivery facility we are having. So these are the facilities, applications of DBMS. One is banking, telecommunication, education, airline travel, online shopping, etc. Now database management system has the software, the following softwares: MySQL, Oracle, SQL Server, Microsoft Access. Now in our class, when we are having practical, that time we will practice through MS Access. That is the basic DBMS software. This is the basic DBMS software, database management system software. Through that we can create our database, we can create our records, we can create our query, we can create fields, we can create forms. So in practical session we'll do all these things. Now next we have components of database. Components of DBMS. There are several components of DBMS. Each component performs important tasks. DBMS environment. So what are the components? Let us learn now. As you have seen that components of DBMS, it has two parts, machine and human. There's a bridge, that bridge is formed by data. So machine part is there, hardware and software, then bridge formed by data, that is a procedure, and human part is procedure and people. So that is the component of DBMS. Hardware means, you know that hardware part and software part, data, the raw materials collections, and procedure. There is procedure. Now you have to know what is procedure. Several instructions and rules that help on how to use DBMS. That is the protocols, you can say, instruction and rules that help us to how to use the DBMS according to database and guide the user that operate and manage the system. And user means we, any people who can access or retrieve the data using an application and interface by providing the DBMS. Now there are classification of database user. There are classification of database user. One is administrator, another is developer, and third one is end user. Administrator means, you know, admin who maintain the DBMS. That means maintain the DBMS and is responsible for administrating the DBMS. It is the person or group responsible for implementing the database system with the organization. So they are the maintainer, they are the admin. The administrator is responsible to look after both usage of database and its user. Various DBMS resources like system license, required tools and other software and hardware related maintenance is also done by the administrator. So administrator has the main part to maintain the database. Now next is what is developer. Developers refer to the group of people who work to design the database. So they are working as a designer. So developer means, you know, they are working as a designer of the database. And third is end user. End user is the customer who finally use the database. Means we finally use the database to insert, delete and update the data in a database. They interact directly with the application. Means we, the end user. Next we have difference between DBMS and FMS. DBMS is a database management system and FMS file management system. These are the two ways that could be used to manage, store and retrieve and manipulate data. So a file management system is a collection of raw data files stored in the hard drive. That is the traditional process, where DBMS is a bundle of application that is used to manage data stored in database. It's an advanced process. So it is the integrated system. So it is the integrated system used for managing digital database, which allows the storage of database content. So here we can insert data, we can update data, we can retrieve data, we can use data. So these are the facilities we are having in database management system. Traditional file management system is one of the earliest ways of managing data. So it is a traditional system. So it has some drawbacks also, but due to the shortcoming present in using file management system to store electronic data, database system came into some time later, as they provided mechanism to solve those problems. So what are the characteristics of file management system? It is independent or to other flat file. File management system is a group of file for storing data of an organization. It has some drawbacks also. Data isolation. So you can isolate data. You cannot. It is not an integrated system. There will be chance of duplication of data. Dependency on application program. So it is dependent. Advantage. What are the advantage? What are the? It has some also. And what are the advantage of DBMS? Improved data sharing. First of all, improved data sharing. Application of DBMS. Improved data sharing. Second is improved data security. That is the major things. Data sharing and data security. Next, better data integration, minimize data inconsistency. So data are consistent enough. Improved decision making, improved end user productivity. So these are the following advantages we are having. What are the disadvantages? Though it has some good advantages, it has some disadvantages also. First of all, increasing cost. That is the one of the major problem. Complexity of managing, little complex in system. Frequent upgrade or replacement cycle. So you can upgrade easily. There are replacement cycle also is there. Higher impact of failure. So these are the disadvantages it has. Now database system architecture. As you have seen the picture, database system architecture, there is an internal level, conceptual level, then external levels. So database system architecture has these fundamental levels, 3 levels. First is internal level, then conceptual level, then external level. Now there are questions will come that what are they? So they are explaining about external level or view level. This level describes a part of database that is relevant to each user, means we. Then conceptual level. What is conceptual level? The level describes what data is stored in the database. So type, it explains about the type. What are the concept? It explained. And third is internal level or storage level. It has the physical representation of the entire database system on the computer. This level describes how the data is stored. So it describes how the data is stored. The internal part, the storage level. So these are the 3 levels. Schema. What is schema? The design of the database. How database has designed. To explain it, it is called known as schema. There are 3 schemas are there, 3 types. External, conceptual, internal. External means it describes the view. Conceptual means how it makes. And internal means how it physical representation. I already told. The data stored in a database at an instance of time is known as instance of database. Now we come to last one, database model. So database, if you come to database model has 3 parts: object based data model, physical data model, record based data model. Object based data model, physical data model, record based data model. Object based data model has 2 parts: entity relationship and object oriented data model. So these things, entity relationship data model, object oriented data model, later you will get in class 8. Later in Java programming you will get this. Then physical data model is there. Then record based data models, hierarchical, network and relationship. That entity and object, real life entity is known as object. So these are the data model structure. So data model has object based data model, physical data model, record based data model, object based entity relationship, object oriented. Then record based, it has 3 parts: hierarchical, network data and relational data models. So now we have types of data model: object based, logical model, record based logical model, physical data model. So I already told about that. Now students, here are the summary has given, some important points has given. I read some of them. Data is a raw material that can be processed for any computing machine. A collection of data is called information. I already told. A database is an organized or systematic collection of data. Then DBMS is a collection of program that enables the user to create and maintain a database. Then given there are various difference between DBMS and traditional file system. That is the most important question here. Most important part. What is the basic difference between traditional file system and DBMS? Then you should know about these things. What is data? What is information? What is database? What is database management system? What are the examples of database management system? What is data model? So far I explained the chapter. Hope all of you have understand. If you have query, if you have question, you can contact me in my WhatsApp number. So thank you. So please go through this lesson. You have upcoming exam on Tuesday. So please go through your chapter very well. Exercise also. Okay, thank you so much.